to Uzbekistan. We were happy to having you here, and we're having some question for you. Your performance in Uzbekistan is a part of a world tour, yeah. And do you ever feel that the same composition sound different for you, depending on the country or audience?
Short answer is yes. So many different places interpret music different. I mean, for instance, Japan, everyone, you know, when you walk on stage, they're very, very polite and silent. However, once you get into the rhythm of it, then the audiences all sort of meld together. Now, I've only played here in Tashkent once, and it was 12 years ago. And it was incredibly memorable, and I just loved it. Now, we played in this theater here, and I think it's the only time in my career that I can think of right off the bat where the whole audience just rushed the stage. Like, we couldn't even finish. We were in the middle of Nessun Dorma, and the audience just like bum rushed the stage, and it was with so much love and affection, and it was just an awesome, awesome feeling. And so I've been just dying to come back, and I'm so thrilled that that Dina made it work out so we could come back.
Does it ever happen that a new city seems to dictate how your music should sound on the stage?
You know, unlike, like a band like U2 where it's always the same four guys, my band is slightly different. It's me, and then my job is sort of to evolve an all-star band. So, for instance, tonight's show, we have a different bassist and a different pianist. Now, I've worked with them in the past, and they're brilliant. Also, Jon Splithoff, who's been one of our lead special guests, has been on a 29-city tour himself. So this is his first night back. So we're thrilled to have Jon back singing with us. He's an awesome, awesome performer. So, this is a special night. Anastasia Mazurek is playing violin with us, and she's amazing. And Veronica Swift closes out the show, and she's just otherworldly singer. And so, it's sometimes they're all not available. Veronica has her own tours, and so we get someone else, Cy Smith, and that's part of the fun of always, because I'm always on the road, Sometimes people go like, I'd love to have a family, and then they go, we're not going to do Chris Botti for a while. But I'm on the road 270 days a year, and it's pretty relentless.
Lovers, loving leisurely, yeah, no, no.
So When I Fall in Love carries a special sense of sensitivity. And how do you share this emotion on the stage, and what does that piece mean to you personally when you perform it?
Well, that album was a departure. At the time in the United States, people valued things getting on the radio and stuff like that, and Columbia Records said, make a record that you don't care about the radio, that's just a romantic, that holds together like the whole record, kind of, you just can put it on and it just drifts in your apartment or house. And if you're a musician, then you can appreciate whether it's the trumpet playing or the arrangements or that sort of thing. And And that really set the tone for so many things in my career. The ultimate height, obviously, being our Live in Boston DVD. But it's the same sort of template. Now, when we play live, we do not reenact When I Fall in Love. We kick ass. You know, I think it's important, especially for primarily an instrumental show, that people get to see the visceral kind of the technique, the emotion, the rawness of it. And then when they go home and they want to be private and they want to mellow out, then they can listen to the records, because the records are on purpose. You know, using Miles Davis as an example, his most famous album, Kind of Blue, is his most restrained album ever. You know, but he'd go on the road with Tony Williams and everything, they'd be bashing their brains out, right? Because the audience wants to feel that, you know, that technique. But we still play all the beautiful things when we need to, and we let the band go crazy when we need to. So the show has an arc that moves between jazz and classical and popular music, and I'm very, very, very proud of that arc. I think we have one of the most original kind of 2-hour shows that is out there.
And in the evening, find me moaning, I'm alone and crying these blues. Said I'm so tired of paying these dues. In the evening, find me moaning. Oh, Lord, I spend plenty of days and nights alone in my grief, alone in my grief. Lord, I pray, really I truly pray, somebody will come to bring me relief. 'Cause in the morning I'm still moaning, I'm alone and crying these blues. Said I'm so tired of paying these dues. Yes, everybody knows I'm moaning. Yeah.
You worked with many remarkable artists. Was there someone with whom the creative connection felt especially powerful or unforgettable? Could you share a story from this collaboration?
Well, 1999, Sting asked me to join his band. To this day, we remain family. I mean, I just called him a few hours ago, and that relationship, on a personal level, on a professional level, he opened so many doors for me. He made me his opening act for a year-long tour. And so I was walking out in front of 20,000 people that didn't know who I was at the time. They don't know anything about jazz. And one of the people in the audience said, you know, my friend Oprah would love this guy. And the next thing you know, we're on Oprah and playing When I Fall in Love, and Oprah cried, and you know, the career sort of went viral. And the Live in Boston DVD never would have happened without Sting being on board first. You know, when he's on board first, it's easy to do stuff. But beyond that, his long-time friendship surpasses. I've worked with so many other great artists, Bocelli, Streisand, you know, you name it, on and on and on and on and on and on. Steven Tyler, etc. John Mayer, and those are all friends of mine, but not family. Sting is, you know, like my big brother, you know, and that is something I'm so very, very protective and proud of. To this day, it's probably my happiest relationship.